and welcome. This is Detective Lazaria. In today's session, I'm going to see if I can seek any of the spirits that reside in the New York hotel that is called Shanley Hotel. So if you happen to be a spirit that resides there, if you want, you can join me. You can say your name, tell me how you passed away, anything else, maybe something that happened in the hotel. That'd be awesome. I do have one particular site that I'm going to use as a resource. I did a little tiny bit of... Oh, someone's here already. Okay. Hello. So I did a little tiny research on these spirits because there was a live with someone. And I joined them and watched them, and then I kind of assisted them by giving them names, and they're like, who's that? Well, that was somebody that was the owner of 1900. Oh, okay. And she had the, of course, dead bell. I do not have that money, so I have a regular call bell. Someone's here. Someone's definitely here. Okay. So again, they had the dead bell, which obviously went off a lot, especially when she asked questions. Not all the time during the questions. That means they obviously were saying no. So if you want to let me know that you're here, which you probably already are, you're using that cat ball, can you ring the bell if you want to answer with yes once and twice for no? It's the bell right there at the very back. This is a spirit from the hotel, right? Can you light up that cat ball again? Are you trying to get Spirit Talker on? I feel like someone's here. Okay, anyways, I'm going to turn on Spirit Talker in a second. But first, there is this website, and here's a picture of the place. I don't know if the cat ball's going to go off or not, but probably it might. Anyways, right there. I mean, this is just one room, and it's a pretty cool place, I'm sure. And again, out of this entire long page, there's so many details about who lived there, how things have changed, and everything else about the history of it. So without further ado, I'm going to turn on Spirit Talker and hope for the best. Is there someone indeed here that's tied to this hotel? Can you do anything to confirm? I guess the EMF meter went off. Okay, well, just go with that. Again, this is a hotel that's known to be haunted by roughly 50 spirits in New York. And I was joining somebody yesterday. I wonder if they know who I am. She did say my name a couple times during the live. So maybe you guys remember me from last night or early this morning? Did I help kind of pinpoint who was interacting with that bell? You can light up anything to confirm. I feel like they know who I am because of last night's live. Yep. Yes. Okay, cool. They do. They remember me. Yay. Again, I kept mentioning several names. Oh.
Attachment.
Attachment, huh? So is there an attachment to the hotel then? So the spirit may have been attached to the hotel, whether they were passionate about that place, the work they did in the place, or perhaps something tragically happened to them at that place. Oh, Pat?
Pat.
I don't think there is a Pat, but maybe you're talking about the, there is a kitty cat. I think it's called Sweet Thing. And maybe you're referring to somebody who likes to stay there because they get to get patted by other spirits. Is this sweet thing the kitty cat that resides there? Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. Trying to speak cat, but I don't know. That's what I can kind of think, maybe. The spirits like to pat the cat. I mean, I'll look it up, but I have a feeling no. So let me look it up. No. Scroll.
Scroll.
Well, that is, I'm looking, but I didn't see anything regarding Pat. You want to look up the cat? Not much on cat. I'm sure there's. Yeah. Well, again, the people that run the place mention a kitty cat.
That was him.
Oh, that was him during the live? So when the bell kept going off, that was actually the cat?
Tenderness.
Interesting. It says tenderness. Like tender pets? Getting patted tenderly by the spirits? Or that one that is a him is very gentle and kind. Or when it says that was him, was that George? When I said, ask if it's George. It was the owner of the hotel in 1900s. And the bell went off. And I'm like, ooh, maybe that was him? Can you confirm here? Okay, any other balls besides this one? That would be like the cat. This will say, hey, that's actually George. George. Okay, thank you. So it was George. But I bet you stepped away and others kind of got in your way and started using the bell. So that's why you couldn't answer back when she asked if this was indeed him. So, and plus she kind of like mixed her questions and then made it very confusing. Excuse me. So, like I said, I think that was him indeed, George. Okay, let me look you up. You were born. Well, no, it doesn't tell me. It just says this. If I get it to focus. So, there's not much on him but that name. George Gosselin. Probably butchering the last name. I do apologize. Oh.
I'm enjoying this.
I'm enjoying this too. I wasn't expecting a lot of interactions yet, but already I'm getting, like, I feel like it makes sense. I'm seeking a place that is haunted, known to have at least 50 spirits. And
people have seen us.
Oh, see? Oh, okay, yes. Actually, there have been. Even though she just briefly mentioned it, there's a mirror, and somebody was taking photos, and they noticed that there's something up on the stairs. As they call it, the SHADOW man who resides upstairs. So I wonder if he interacted with us last night too. It seemed like he was trying to. Maybe he was the one with the REM pod. Somebody interacted with that REM pod in her live. I'll put in the description who the person was that I joined during the live. I was expecting to go to bed early. That didn't work out. It was so much fun, so I didn't go to bed at 12. I went to bed almost at 2. but it was a good live. Lots of interactions. And then they just proved to us that it was indeed him, George, that did interact with the bell. Again, the bell here is physical. You can't put your energy in it. You have to physically tap it. I do apologize. And I can't afford the expensive dead bell. I can't even afford the REM pod. So, at that note, you're just able to use the cat balls, which she didn't have. So thank you for using the cat balls. And yeah. So it is indeed haunted. It's got a lot of spirits. And then there's a Audrey. I'm not sure about Audrey. Could that be your wife? If that's your wife, because it doesn't come up with Audrey in the main page of this site. Otherwise, is it a spirit that wasn't noted in this place? Is there Audrey that used to maybe visit the place once upon a time as a guest? And she's just saying hi? That could be it, you know. Maybe they love the place that they stayed at so much that they like to haunt it or roam it. But like I said, there's no Audrey that did pop up, but that's okay. It could be either a random name or a spirit that happened to take a little booking and sleep there or stayed there. The place, yeah, now I'm just getting a random.
Mandy.
Okay, so there is a notable, I believe, ladies of the night, I believe. Women who work there. Could these be with the women that work there? These names? Can you confirm? Hold on, I can't. Hold on. It's right here. If I can get it. So, with the ladies there to meet the ever of those who really. So, I'm thinking it's ladies of the night. Maybe these are the names that happen. Maybe they're not spirits, but maybe they're just names that the spirits remember that work there. I don't know. Could be random. But notice how the particular capital isn't going off? It's only confirming specific things. You can still let me know you're here. Whoever this was, I believe it was George, just confirming. Probably enjoyed last night getting spoken to. Oh. Marble? Interesting. Maybe the hotel has marble countertops or marble, like, oh, maybe they played with marbles. Back then, toys weren't really a big thing like we have toys now. Maybe in those days, marbles were their thing to play with. And maybe a marble did fall, and then the kitty cat sweet thing, I was like, woohoo, something to play with, as it rolled around on the floor. So there is a few unfortunate little ones that did pass away there, tragically. You'll have to read the story if they don't come up. But there was definitely some unfortunate accidents that involved little ones. Like, how do you explain the cat ball going off? Right when I was talking about it. It went off for sure in the beginning, letting us know it's an attachment. And it's probably George, because it said that was him when I was talking about the live. Could also be the cat, too. Both of them could have interacted with the dead bell and the EMF meter and the. Oh,
I'm in the house.
so you're here with me. Okay, so that's your little indicator that you're still here. Cool. Obviously they were enjoying this. People have seen them, which makes sense. There was some sightings of spirits when people investigated the place. But of course, we got a lot of names that were women, and then, like I just showed you, there were women of the night during a period. So I do have a cat ball, which is the one that you've just been interacting with. That's what they're called. I have one in the chair. That's for the little ones. If the little ones are here, they can maybe interact with those. Otherwise, there's one on the table for anybody. I'll see 4 up here.
Attic.
Attic. I believe they do have an attic. Excuse me. All places have attics. So is there something that hides in the attic at that Shanley Hotel, New York? Looks like it. EMF meter's going strong. I can try to type in attic to see if they mention anything about the attic. If you happen to reside. Oh, look, it says right here. For years, many believed that the boy was the spirit affectionately called Jonathan that plays in the attic. If he wasn't the victim, oh. So he was one of the incident ones where the young child passed away. So is this Jonathan that just put his place that he likes to play, attic? Can you light up anything? Okay. Does that count? EMF meter, sure. Well, I'm sorry that you passed away due to a incident with a CAR and passed very young. Oh wait, it also says I'm inside the house. It says a spirit that decided the Shanley was a nice home filled with nice spirits and guests. So maybe that's what they're saying, is that they like to stay there.
Sinister.
Sinister. Well, I don't know about that one. I'm not sure about that one. No sinister. Yeah, unfortunately, nothing regarding sinister or sin. But that doesn't mean that there wasn't any. Perhaps the incident that involved the young ones that passed away tragically due to the accidents. Maybe you felt that it was sinister that happened to you, even though it was accidental. And by the way, this one, my love ball, never goes off. At least I have yet to see it go off by a spirit. Can you guys prove to me that it does work with a spirit? I know you like to use that one, but could you use the other side? It'd be awesome if you can. I just want to make sure it does work. Otherwise, it's my demonstration ball to demonstrate how you use it. But it looks like there's somebody that already knows how. I believe it was George or the cat. Again, this is Detective Lazaria, who joined alive last night/early morning with somebody, a young woman. Oh, okay.
Satan.
Of course it would say that. It was one of the things at the very end. We were like, if you're not human, what are you? So she didn't want to say the D word, DEMON, to ask.
Mental.
Mental? Maybe somebody was a little bit mentally insane that happened to reside there. Oh, okay. Let me get this straight. Maybe not only is a little boy there in the attic, could there be somebody darker? I guess demonic? That happened to be in a mental state that became that way? Because of the, inside them, they were attached by something darker that caused them to be a little bit more mental? I don't know. It seems interesting. I typed in mental, nothing. Hmm. Hmm.
I've been here 600 years.
Okay, so it just said they have been here at that place, I'm assuming. Regarding the hotel, they've been there for 600 years? Or maybe on the land? So that could be a Native American that happened to reside on the land. Sure, there was some historical history in that past before the place was built. It was built, if I can get there, at the very beginning when it mentions all this stuff. So, bones?
Bones.
There could be possibly, but oh, you're talking about in the dirt, the bones of your bones, the one that was there for been here for 600 years. So did they build the hotel on top of you? So your bones are still there? That could be the case. So again, 1845. They built the new hotel, which wasn't called Shanley. It was called something Ritch's Hotel, and then eventually was later renamed as the Mansion House. And it has changed several times because each owner, it pretty much got another name, and it's been going through many many owners until I believe the Shanley took it over.
Others are scared.
When you say others are scared, are you talking about spirits? Are there spirits that are scared because of something dark that resides there? Oh. So you're not so much scared about the tourists that visit, you're scared of the actual spirits that are darker. Oh. I'm sorry. Maybe you can utilize the EMF meter to going to yellow or the bell for one, for yes, and no, just don't bother doing anything.
You are not alone.
Oh. Thank you. I didn't think I was. I believe there is indeed someone still here from the Shanley Hotel from New York, which is known to be haunted by 50 spirits or more. So with the fact that it says others are scared, I'm wondering, do you enjoy the company of those that book the place to investigate? I mean, it seems like most of the people that do book the place to go there are there to investigate the spirits. So do you enjoy their company? Can you light up that EMF meter to yes on yellow?
Hear my footsteps.
Oh, yes, she did hear your footsteps. At least once there was a sound that sounded like a footstep. Also, I'm sure there are others that heard footsteps as they did, again, visit the place to investigate. So they're letting us know that, unfortunately, yes, it does have creaky floors. It is an old place, again, built 1845, still standing. So I'm sure that they're referring to letting the visitors hear their footsteps. Probably not to scare them, probably just to follow them. Oops, made a creak, sorry. And then they probably disappear, like, oop, I gotta go. Do you like the toys that they bring to utilize to communicate with you? Do you like their toys? The paranormal toys that they bring?
Trumpet.
Trumpet. Interesting. Trumpet. I'm not sure. Maybe the. Oh, wait. Hold up. Oh, Arthur?
Arthur.
Little Arthur Robinson? Is he joining in? I can look to see if there was an Arthur, but I can't for sure say if there was. No. So there doesn't seem to be an Arthur, but that doesn't mean there wasn't. So is there an Arthur that happens to reside there? Can you confirm? By lighting up anything. Well, they're doing the EMF meter, so maybe that's a yes. Maybe Arthur is a spirit that likes to play the trumpet. Yeah? Because I was like, I don't think anybody has analyzed.
Analyzed.
Well, I guess you can kind of say that's what the investigators do. They analyze the place and seek evidence of spirits that may reside there. No trumpet. I didn't think there would be. Again, I'm just basing it off of this one website. So I just figured it was a good website to use. It's very long, so I figure it had a lot of detail, but maybe not everything is recorded in the documents. So like I said, the ones that go there, they have a lot more money. So they have more tools, such as the thing that's round and red and makes beeping sounds and lights up. It's called a REM pod. I'll say the wooden thing with the bell that looks kind of like that, but more golden. It's called Dead Bell. It uses your energy and physical.
My life was taken.
Aww. I think that would have been one of the several of the ones that got into the accidents. Maybe the little ones, the young ones, and unfortunately passed away very young. Oh, that's right. There is somebody that did, unfortunately. Okay, here. Let's see. Blah 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 blah. Let's see. So there's this one. It says right here, if I can get to it. Okay, the one in the middle, 1907. But he did survive. See there? On May 26th. And then right there.
Yes, I can.
Yes, I can. Oh, well. Somebody's lighting up the EMF meter kind of strong. So again, I was on that one on July 18th. Or no, sorry. The one that passed away 5 months and 24 days. Oh, okay. So 1913 is when it finally changed to Shanley Hotel. Okay.
Don't rush off.
I'm not. All right. Just before. And then we got this one. Junior, who passed away. My guess is maybe they got sick. And then right here, the doctor one. Or the little one.
What's your name?
Oh, my name is Detective Lazaria. Whoever this is, nice to meet you. And then we have FIRE. So recommend if I did get saved. Cool, cool. Another one passes away very young. Oh, wow. Ah, I see what they did near the 1930s. Oh, but then there was another FIRE due to a faulty chimney. Aw. I don't know if anybody was harmed during it. It just says that in 1941. And then there's a photo in the room that the lady that had the live last night. There was a photo that says he's watching you. And she's like, I don't know, his name's Alan. Elric, no. I'm going to skip that one.
Elric.
And I was like, oh, well, apparently it was because the hotel was sold to that one in 1944, which is right when World War II started. So right there. So, and then, so apparently in, I don't know, 23? Yeah, I'm going to go with 23 years later, and then somebody else takes it over. And then eventually that one dies in 1971. And so forth and so forth and so forth. Whoa, that was strong. Hi. What's up? I didn't see an Elric here, so I do apologize if you're trying to tell me you're a spirit that resides there, but a lot of times when we get these names, they're kind of not tied to the place. Just a random spirit or a random name that got spewed. So I haven't heard the... Okay, understanding? Cool.
Understanding.
Cool, cool. So I haven't heard the bell go off, at least from my ears. No other cat balls except this one in the beginning. So hopefully that was indeed George confirming that was him last night, early in the morning. My blood.
My blood.
Is that somebody referring to Shanley? Somebody in the Shanley family? That sounds funny how I said that. The Shanley family? Is there somebody that is a family member that has a last name Shanley that's saying my blood? So maybe sweat and blood from working there, in a sense. There again, there's one that starts with a J. Obviously, the woman is starting with a B. And of course, their children. And unfortunately, most of them did pass away kind of young. So I apologize that they didn't get to live long. I don't know why I'm apologizing, but I'm saddened to hear that. So I'm going to tap my demonstration ball in case those that are coming currently now, just like during her live, people are coming in unexpectedly, like, what the hell's happening? And you're like, well, I'm investigating a haunted hotel. And for my case, I'm trying to seek those that happen to reside in a haunted hotel.
Mildred,
which is Shanley. So again, if you are a spirit and you are unsure how to use these, you just give these ones a bap or shake. That's how you do it. So either a bap, a shake, or just try to push it off. I don't care. And then there's 2 in the back too. 1 on the chair and 1 on the table. Of course, that bell too. So hello, Mildred. I don't think there was a Mildred out of the list that I saw, but that doesn't mean there isn't. It could be, again, not all the spirits that happen to reside here were mentioned. Supposedly there's 50. But I just typed in partial of the name, nothing came up. Wonderful. Ah, perfect.
wonderful,
So they're referring to interacting with these things. I'm just going to Google and just make sure I'm not missing. I'm just going to type in spirit. Okay. Maybe I misheard her. She said 50. Oh, alive?
alive,
So maybe they're referring to a family member from the Shanley. It has to have... That is Mildred Shanley. Is that what you're letting us know? So it's someone's daughter? Did they visit your place? Maybe? Unfortunately, I do not have the, what's it called? Their ancestry tree. So it says that the Haunted Shanley Hotel in New York is renowned for at least 12 to 14 lingering spirits. Sorry about that. Maybe she sounded like she said 50. Maybe she meant 15. Morris?
Morris,
Oh, okay. Hi, Morris. And that is including the owners, the one that starts with a B and a J, Shanley, and their children, and of course, others like the one that starts with R, E, and F. There's just a few. And here's a few more. See? So there you go. I wasn't kidding when it said sweet thing, and it's a ghostly cat that happens to reside there. Still here, sweet thing, if this is a cat? Well, my kitty cat has recently passed away. Not sure if you're able to see her. Her name's Fifi. She kind of lets me know she's around. Not all the time, but I know she's here. Not all the time, but I'm sure she lays down in my bed, waits for me. Seems like there was more activity when I was mentioning the live.
Nellie,
So I keep getting names that aren't tied to the hotel per se, or notable ones. So hi, Nellie. I mean, Again, just a random spirit name or just a random name. So I don't know. But like I said, I'm too scared to take it away, but I think her name starts with an A. I think it's Ashley. Forgot her last name. I don't want to butcher it. But she was the one that went live. So are you aware of her being live? And a few people that were watching last night joined us to interact with the spirits. Do you remember that? If anyone that was in the Shanley Hotel last night, early in the morning, do you remember it? A young woman named Ashley trying to investigate in the hallway with a dead bell and a REM pod. And the REM pod and the dead bell did go off. Multiple times. Not the whole time, obviously.
Boots.
Boots. They're made for walking. She may have had boots on. I don't know. Or maybe you're referring to you used to wear boots when you worked there or lived there. I mean, it could be. Unfortunately, I don't think she showed us her feet. So I can't remember if she was wearing any boots. Probably not.
Mason.
Are you somebody that was a mason? Not the name, but a career, a mason? This one. So did you help build the place or repair it? This one that says they were a mason. So did you help? Because again, there were I'm just going to say, there were fires that happened. And I'm sure the structure needed to get fixing. So were you a mason that worked to repair damages throughout the years? I'm going to skip that name.
Desdemona.
Desdemona. A name that I always get. So I don't know if there's any more spirits, if they had already left. Again, there was interaction with the cat ball in the very beginning to the left. I don't know if they did leave. Seems like they were confirming about last night, early morning, that was him. And I asked if it was George. They lit up the cat ball. I mean, it could have been Sweet Thing, the ghostly cat. Could have been both of them. Again, there's at least 12 to 14. Hope. And, yeah. It's hard to say who was interacting with those tools last night, early morning. But somebody did. So much at the very end, she had a skip-a-doodle back into the room. She wasn't very happy. My arms.
My arms.
Is your arms tired from tapping the bell last night? I can just picture the spirit. Yeah, no more capital activity. I guess that's just how it is. So, did you happen to enjoy? I believe her name is Ashley, who was a very young woman that investigated yesterday and early this morning. Did you guys have a good time communicating with her and interacting with her? Can you light up Another cat ball, same cat ball, ring the bell. We're very strong in the EMF meter.
We can knock.
Okay.
Go deeper. It's interesting. I know I didn't hear anything really. I heard something like a tap, but oh. Two ladies here.
Okay. Could one of them start with a B? Is one of them one of the main owners? Has a last name Shanley? Can you light up the capo again? If you were indeed her, maybe you just don't want to put your name in. I was just going to mention that. Every time I would love to have their names, especially the main ones. Okay.
Demonic.
Of course. Of course. It has to say that. It always does. We were kind of wondering if there was something demonic that resides there, but it's hard to say. Can you confirm, light up a capo, if there really is a demonic spirit that resides at that hotel, the Shanley Hotel in New York? If so, light up any capo. There's a bunch. There's 6. So out of the 6, can you light up any of the capos? That makes it confirm, which unfortunately I'm sure people do not want to hear it, but it confirms that there may be a spirit that resides that's demonic, like the Shadow Man. No? Okay. But like I said, I'll eventually have to end this because I don't normally go past an hour, and it's getting close to that time. The 2 names that were the main owners, I didn't get their names. Of course, it's very popular names, but they're not popping up on the app. And nor with the other one. Even though I mentioned it multiple times, it didn't spew it out because I said it. So it is what it is, right? Can't win them all. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you're still watching, do you think that the interaction with the capo was indeed a spirit from the Shanley Hotel? Perhaps the one that joined us during the live. Piano.
Piano.
Interesting. I believe there was a piano there. Yeah, okay. Apparently there is. So it says right here, paranormal activity including reports of a piano playing by itself in the empty ballroom. See? Footsteps. So, are you Flora? Is this Flora who plays the piano? No? Okay. Is it somebody that haunts the place that likes to play the piano? Just to spook the visitors, the guests? Just like to play the music to haunt the spirit, or to haunt the visitors? That could just be the temperature changing in the upstairs attic that made the tap noise. Not a spirit unless approved to me with a cat ball. But I always hear taps, and I'm pretty sure it's just the changes in the temperature. I know that we're ending very shortly here. Thank you.
You are enough.
See, I try. Okay. Don't think anybody can do it. And it's very hard to get to this, but you just ring the bell like this. So again, you don't have to tap it 3 times. I was just hoping that somebody can tap it once for yes, twice for no, but I guess not. It's not as easy as the supposed dead bell, even though the dead bell is always questionable if it's being used by the spirits. That's why if this hasn't gone off and it does go off all of a sudden, that might mean that it is a paranormal spirit using it. Hold up. Okay. What the fuck is that shit? Okay. You saw nothing. Yeah, those were 2 little bugs that happened to be crawling. I was like, what the fuck? Ah! So I got them somewhere down there now to vacuum. I don't know if you ever heard carpet beetles. I think that's what it was, and it is a carpet. Damn it. Anyways, I don't know how long they've been there. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't them interacting with the cat ball, making it go off. I guess I'll have to replay and see if it started crawling from here or what.
Feel.
Feel? Yes, I'm pretty sure that the guests have felt the spirits touch them, their cold feelings of coldness. So yes, they did probably feel their presence, the guests, with the spirits, or vice versa. I don't know what happens with spirits when we walk through them, because we don't see them, so we're walking through them. Does it hurt them? Hope not. We can't see you, so we apologize if we do, walk right past you. All right, so again, less than 5 minutes, and then I'm going to go. I hope that those that did come through appreciate this session. And I will, like I said, I believe her name is Ashley, so I will link her channel so you guys can watch that live that happened. You can skip to an hour and a couple minutes or an hour and a half till she finally does investigate if you don't want to hear her chat. We had to convince her to take the dead bell in the REM pod into the hallway. We're like, come on, you're there. Oh.
I took my last breath here.
Well, that could be a few of you. I'm sure it could have been the little ones. Could have been the same owners. Yeah, could be. Yeah, several people have passed away at the Shanley Hotel. That makes it highly haunted. Those include the owners, 3 children, which were these 3, the barber's daughter, who Drowned in a well, and apparently the woman who owns it, her sister. River?
River.
River? Oh, sorry. I don't know. It's more like a creek than it is a river. Although in one of my YouTubers, Anywhere South, they did do a investigation at a place where there was a river involved.
Bench.
And that was Duck River. Bench. Maybe they were talking about there's a bench near the river somewhere. Maybe not so much tied to Shanley Hotel. Maybe a different hotel. I don't know. So I guess I'm going to let you guys go. Whoever joined me, thank you. Whoever interacted with the clear ball to the left, thank you. If it was George or Sweet Thing, the ghostly cat, thank you. That was pretty cool. I guess you got tired out. And yes, it's unfortunate none of the names that really came through were really tied to the place. But at least were noted. So we give it a go. Emotion. I take it you guys sit by the river on the bench when you have emotional days? All right. We'll see if I have to turn this back on, if anything happens, but I think this is it. This is Detective Lazaria, signing out. Peace, love, and eternity.